Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video we are going to be doing a Sunday reset, also known as let me panic clean everything I ignored all week. Is my house spotless? Absolutely not. Do I feel mildly more in control when I've done a Sunday reset? Yes, I do. So we're going to wipe, we're going to hoover, we're going to snack prep, we're going to drink iced coffee whilst we're doing it, and hopefully go into next week feeling much more organised. So first things first, it is to make a nice big iced coffee. I absolutely love this carnation caramel sauce. It is just, I mean, it's dangerous to have in the house because I'll just add it to everything, but I add it around the glass, chuck in a load of ice, add some milk, and then I make up my usual coffee with hot water and then just tip that in, and then I'll add a little bit of syrup sometimes depending on my mood, if I'm feeling like I need something a little extra sweet. I always start by opening the windows, you know, get some fresh air in, clean out the stale end of week energy. Then we're going to put some music on because I clean so much better when I've got music in my ears. So I'm just putting my headphones in, picking some music. There's actually like loads of cleaning playlists and things on, I use Amazon Music, but there's loads of really upbeat, nice playlists to listen to whilst you're cleaning, or sometimes I'll listen to audiobooks or podcasts. It is a great bit of habit stacking where you pair something that you love with something that you don't enjoy, because then it makes it easier to do. So we are giving all these boring cleaning jobs a little soundtrack as we do them. So I have started my reset in my bedroom because that was a disaster zone. I normally wash my bedding on a Sunday, but I hadn't done this Sunday because I'd not done my usual fake tanning routine, and that is what I work around when it comes to washing my bedding weekly. So it was going to be washed on the Monday, but generally on a Sunday I do love to get the bedding washed. I did wash the boys' bedding. This is just me bringing it all in because luckily with this weather it is getting dry in no time, and I'm also quite fortunate because the boys are at an age where they can actually pretty much put the bedding back on themselves, so I only have to help a bit with the bottom sheets, like on Dylan's, who's on the top bunk, and Archie as well, but yeah, I can get them roped in on the job, putting their bed covers back on, and obviously helping to keep their rooms tidy themselves as well. They are getting better and better at that the more we do it. Luckily that is the case when it comes to the washing a lot of the time as well. So I'm getting all of the clean washing, folding it into piles, dividing it into, you know, who everything belongs to. Then I will normally take each pile to each bedroom, and the boys are very helpful at putting it away. They struggle with a couple of things on hangers. Archie just needs a little bit of help here and there. But yeah, sometimes I do get them to help putting some of it away. I don't know what it is about putting the washing away. It just seems like the worst part of it. I would happily pay somebody to just put my washing away from me. I think it's because my wardrobe is so chaotic and disorganised. It just reminds me of that. Every time I'm putting clothes in it, I'm like, yeah, you need to really organise this space, but that is a job for another day, always. Now I'm just getting some of the dust up from the surfaces and giving everywhere a good hoover. I think it's really nice to start a new week with a tidy bedroom, because if it's a mess on a Sunday, you're already waking up behind. The chaos is the first thing you see, and that sets the tone for your week. So I like a nice, clear, calm space, and yeah, it just feels like I've got a little bit of a head start before Monday takes over completely. It doesn't have to be perfect, and my space is definitely not perfect, but yeah, it just is enough to feel calm, organised, and just a nice space to wake up in. Next, the kitchen, which is always like the messiest space. I'm sure that is the case with a lot of people's homes. Like, the kitchen is the hub of the house. It is the room that everybody is in the most, coming and going. And if this is a mess, then I find it so much more stressful. So it is nice to have a clean kitchen because it just makes everything feel that bit more manageable and not like I'm starting the week already playing catch up. So it is lovely to wake up to a nice clear space, even if it doesn't last that way for very long at all. And it's just the little things that make a difference, just giving the counters a wipe down, clean sink, sweeping up the crumbs. Nothing special, nothing dramatic. I am just using some of this Flash multi-purpose spray, which I get through loads of, I'll get through loads of multi-purpose spray and forever spraying the sides, but trying to get the smears out of these cabinet doors is always a pain, so I'm just using one of these glass cleaning cloths with it, just putting all of the hay fever bits away, because we have just constantly all got hay fever in this house, so I'm forever getting all the nose balms and the hay fever wipes and the hay fever tablets out. They're always close by. Any suggestions actually whilst I'm talking about it for hay fever sufferers that's, you know, over the counter stuff, please do let me know in the comments down below. I appreciate any new suggestions that will help with hay fever. I will say that these Sunday resets, it's not an every week thing for me. I don't spend every weekend on my Sunday cleaning the house completely. Obviously I'm not always in, or I don't feel like it, so it is not about me saying, oh, you should be doing this every week, because obviously that's not realistic. But I will say, when I do have time to do things like this, oh my gosh, it makes me feel so much better. Or if I don't have time to do loads, I'll just do a couple of things like refilling the fridge and just planning for the week ahead and just doing a very quick hoover round, because it is not about making everything perfect. There is nothing in my house that is perfect. I do not have one of these show home houses whatsoever. It's just about setting the tone for the week ahead, and it gives the week a bit of structure before it's even begun. And even the smallest thing can help, just putting a bit of washing away, getting a couple of candles lit around the house, or just, you know, just doing one job that you need to get done, just doing that properly. Just doesn't need to be anything huge. It's less about productivity and more about peace, just so you're not starting Monday already playing catch up. And just a couple of product mentions. The cleaner that I used to mop the floor with is the Reusable cleaner, which I think they're like Spanish cleaning products, aren't they? They sell absolutely loads of them in Home Bargains, and I love the scent of all of the products I've tried. Really strong scented. If you like quite a perfumed cleaning product, then they are a really good range. I also put some Zoflora in hot water in the sink, and then just restocked Rudy's food, so that is him stocked up for the week, and then the kitchen is nice and clean and tidy for now. Now to reset the living room. This never gets that bad actually. It's just normally lots of cushion plumping that needs to be done, or getting like random stains off the chair covers. That's normally what happens. I'm lighting a candle as soon as I've come in here as well, because why not have the candles lit before you finish cleaning instead of waiting till the end, because it's already going to start making the room feel cozy, smell good. So I'm lighting this candle. I think that one that I lit was from Asda. I also got the matching room spray, which smells so nice. It smells like really nice perfume again, so I spray that around as well. I'm also using some of the Dr. Beckman on the chair cushions. I don't know if this can be used on every fabric, so I would double check before you use it on your sofa, but I mean, my sofa is so battered now and so tatty. It's not too bad once I've cleaned it up a bit, but it does get the odd mark on there of the kids. I mean, 3 boys and I'm clumsy, so there's always something to clean up on the sofa. But we've give that a good scrub, put the fairy lights on, because that is a really nice cozy atmosphere as well to create. And I'm just going around with the hoover. I'll just use a little handheld attachment on it first, and then go over it with the proper big attachment on the floors. Also more anti-back spray to get rid of all the dust and fingerprints on things. I really like the living room when it's tidy, but more than that, I like it when it just feels cozy and comfortable. I want it to feel like a nice space to relax in, that's calm and quiet, and that's why I love having candles lit, loads of throws around, and the fairy lights, and yeah, all of these things just create a really nice cozy atmosphere. I do think it's really beneficial when you're cleaning to have a zone where all the clutter can go, or baskets that you can then put away at the end of the day. You know, putting everything in one space can make it feel so much less overwhelming. And like many people, the bottom of my stairs ends up being a place where loads of things gather, so I had to go through all of those bits, just shoes and things like that. But yeah, baskets are really helpful if you want to just keep everything in one place, that then spend 10 minutes at the end of the day, get the whole family involved to say, let's just go through this basket of stuff that all this needs to go back in its home. That can be really helpful, so that it's not just scattered all around the house, because bits of clutter all around the house for me personally makes it feel so much more overwhelming. And then just giving the grass a very quick mow. I could not be bothered to move the trampoline, so it was just a very quick going over, because obviously we're at this time of year now when it needs doing all the time, or it feels like it does. And then I am going to sit down, plan out my week. I really like doing this actually. It's really good for me to just have a look what is coming up in the week. It feels like there's a million things at the moment with the end of school, and also just plan my videos, whatever I've got on work wise, all of that kind of thing. And then I'd had a Tesco order booked for the Sunday, which I do most weeks because I like to start the week with a full fridge. I feel like that really makes me feel organised for the week, because that way I can plan all the meals for the week. I know I've got things in for the packed lunches. The kids will be fully stocked up with their snacks again. I'm actually going to do so much snack prepping in a moment as well that you'll see for the kids, which I really appreciate myself when I have the energy to do this, because it just saves so much time, and the kids have always got things to grab because they're like all nearly teenagers pretty much, and they're always hungry, so I'm forever being the snack provider in this house. So once the fridge was all stocked up, we're now going to work on the snacks. So all the crisps, everybody is an absolute crisp fiend in this house, so I'd bought extra as well. I was thinking I bought way too many crisps, but we filled up the crisp box. I then love these little snack boxes that I got from Temu. They are just perfect for so many different combinations. So I did some Ritz crackers with some cheese, then I did some more, which was carrots and hummus, which are just perfect for grabbing, like doing the packed lunches. When I do this, just is so much quicker. And obviously it's great if the kids will just grab these kinds of things, because, you know, it's just so much easier. We're doing ones with granola, Greek yogurt and some frozen berries and honey, and I think I put some chia seeds on as well. A great little snack there for them. Then I did some with some Nutella and some breadsticks as well, which again went down very well. I used to love those little I can't remember what they were called, with the little chocolate sauce and the breadstick type things. I loved them when I was little, so this was very similar to that. And that was another good snack for them to grab, a little treat one. So yeah, those, I will leave them linked down below, those snack pots, because you can get absolutely loads of them and they're so handy, and I put mine through the dishwasher and they always last fine, so I think they're really good. And you can obviously come up with so many different ideas and combinations, and yeah, it makes my life so much easier for packed lunches. I'm also stocking up this wire basket with loads of snacks as well. I always get asked where this wire stacking basket is from. It was actually from B&M. I'm pretty sure they still sell them, and I know that Home Bargains does a very similar one as well. I also had a very sad looking banana that needed using up, so perfect opportunity to make some mini banana bread bites, which was such an easy recipe. Literally one banana, one egg, some melted butter, some honey and some flour. Also you can add in some chocolate chips, which of course I did, and then some milk added to all of that. Give it a great big mix, and I used this tray that again I got from Temu. It's really good for brownies because it's all like individual spaces for them. I just added some spray oil to that and spooned in, very messy work, spooned in some of the mixture into each of them, and these are how they came out. The cutest little bite-size banana bread pieces, which again are perfect for kids, perfect for the lunch boxes. I then made some of these pizza muffins, which actually the kids love so much, so I would definitely recommend these again. Great for a little snack. So it's literally pizza dough. You could make your own, but I didn't feel like doing that, so we bought some, and I'm using a muffin tin. Could use that tin that I used before, to be fair, but it needed a wash, so we got another one out. We've sprayed each of the compartments and put a square of pizza dough into each of them. Then I'm just adding some pizza sauce, and I've got these really lovely little mozzarella balls. I think they were from Aldi that I needed to use. I hadn't used them yet. So we popped them in each of the pizza dough squares. Added a bit more sauce, folded them all over and added a little bit more sauce on top, and then a little bit more cheese, because why not? And these make, God, they're addictive. They are so nice. They look a mess, but they are delicious. I don't know how long they would last, because they literally last like no longer than a day in this house, but yeah, I'd really recommend them. So I can leave little recipes down below for those two things, and then just any of the products that I mentioned. And that was all of the snack prep done, and that is where I'm going to end today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this Sunday reset. I would love it if you gave it a big thumbs up if you did, and of course, as always, please do come back again for my next video. I'd love to have you here. Take care, have a lovely day, and I will see you again. Bye guys.